guys, it's Jen, and today I wanted to talk all about highlighters. If you've ever wanted to have that lit from within glow on your face, but you weren't quite sure where to apply it or how to make it look absolutely flawless, I'm going to show you two different ways, with liquid products and with powder products, and a few of my favorites. So let's get started. I'm going to start with this half of my face using my liquids. Benefit makes some of the best liquid highlighters out there, and this one, although it's my favorite, I think it was discontinued or it's not available all the time. Moonbeam is awesome, but I'm going to show you guys what the standard Benefit High Beam looks like. I couldn't find my big bottle, so I'm just gonna use this travel size one, but it usually looks more like this. I'm gonna do this half of my face with the High Beam and show you how I apply it and where it goes on. So this comes with a little brush, kind of like nail polish, and I like to start off by applying this right here, about 3 dots on the top of my cheeks. I also like to put this right above the arch of my brow, just a tiny bit, and underneath there as well, on the Cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose. For the liquid one, that's kind of where I like to focus it because it really reflects a lot of light compared to the powder. So I'm just taking a clean finger and I'm just going to pat this into my skin. If I didn't already use a bit of shadow or eyeliner for it, I also like adding this just at the inner corners of the eyes because it really opens up the eyes and brightens the entire look. Liquid highlighters are always really great if you're wearing a little bit of less makeup on your face because it really gives that lit from within glow. And it's also great for people who have a little bit drier skin because it's not a powder, it's not going to accentuate any fine lines and wrinkles as much. Alternately, let's go on to the powder products, which are great for basically all skin types if you're wearing a finishing powder and on top of powder products. Powder highlighters are also really great because you get a little bit more variety than the liquid highlighters. There's only just a few companies that do liquid ones, but for powders, I feel like almost every makeup company out there has their own version of a really beautiful powder highlighter. So I wanted to share with you 3 of my very favorites. This one is a budget option. It's from NYX, and it's a powder that I've loved for like a million years. This is the NYX Mosaic powder in 01 highlighter. It has a few different colors together, but when you blend it all, it turns into this great milky pearly shade. It's not too reflective, so it's actually really, really beautiful if you want a very natural look. This is another one of my absolute favorites. I think it's completely gorgeous. This is the Too Faced Candlelight powder. It runs much more golden, so it's really great if you have yellow undertones or just want to look a little more sun-kissed. For a little more luxury option, I also really, really love Hourglass Ambient powder, and this is in Luminous Light. This one is slightly more peachy, but one really great thing about the Hourglass powders is they're super finely milled. It's like you really don't see any seams to it. It just blends in so gorgeously. But in the end, they all look very, very subtle. I used a pretty heavy hand to swatch these, and you really can't see it that much. In general, I kind of tend to lean towards powders that are less glittery and ones that are more finely milled and just have a glowing effect to the skin because I feel like it looks a lot more natural and beautiful. But the one I wanted to show you guys how it looks on my skin today is the Too Faced one. This just gives off such a gorgeous golden sheen. Not to mention it gives a little bit of a different look from the High Beam on this side of my face. So I'm not using the sponge that's in here. I actually like using a really small blush brush. This one is from Sephora. It's the Pro Precision Blush Brush in number 73. So like the other side, I'm gonna start off by thinking about where the light is hitting me the most from above. So I like using a little bit of a C shape right here from my eyebrows over the top of my cheeks. And just kind of blend this in a little curve. For powders, since the color isn't as concentrated, you can bring this up onto the forehead, apply this down the nose, and you can also pop this onto your chin. If you wanted, you can even take a small eyeshadow brush and apply this right underneath the brow bone. You can do that little light trick if you do this right above the eyebrows. It also brightens it and makes the arch look a little sharper. You can also add this to the inner corners of the eyes to brighten up the eyes. and above the Cupid's bow area. So let me show you guys the overall look. This half has the Benefit High Beam, and then this half has the Too Faced Candlelight powder, which is a little more gold, versus this one, which is a little more pinky pearly. I absolutely love them both. I like using them every single day because I think it just gives that extra little bit of youth and glow to the skin, and people are gonna be like, oh, your skin is so healthy. But it's really the highlighters. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would totally love it. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see something a little similar, feel free to subscribe down there. Let me know in the comments if you guys have a favorite highlighting product, because I'm always looking for something new, something that's going to one-up the last amazing product I try. So let me know that down in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm gonna do my huge recap of all of my top, best, amazing products from 2014. I wanted to share with you a few extra sparkly and fun favorites this month.